So your dating profile, it sucks. Okay? Your dating profile sucks. Why does it suck? Because, let's go over it. You have several different things wrong with it. Let's start with your bio. Your bio is speaking about your negative experiences. Oh my God. Your bio is talking about the last girl that dissed you. Your bio is telling a new woman, don't ask me for money. Your bio is saying things like, if you have kids, if you wear weave, if you clap when you talk, if you do this, if you do that. Your bio is saying things like, you gotta have a snatch waist, pretty face, and make sure that you are feminine and fit and you sound like a Kevinette. Your bio is discouraging women from swiping on you because you are allowing your hurt, your experiences, and your negativity to show on your page. And that doesn't matter if you are on Bumble, if you are on Match, if you are on Hinge. Even though that there is a trash market, there are some genuine women on there that actually do want to match with you. And being that there are more women online, or is there more men online? I forget what the statistic actually says, that there's more women online. Maybe there's more men online. However, okay, let's say for instance there's more men online than there are women, okay? If there are more men online, then you are even more compelled to have an appealing bio just because you're competing so much more, okay? Another thing that you're doing, and the reason your profile on your online dating app is absolutely trash. And I know Rom doesn't really subscribe to online dating apps. However, it's the way of the world. It is one of the highest ways of people meeting each other. I think I read somewhere that people are meeting each other at an alarming rate of, say, 40% of daters are meeting on the apps. Okay, so it is effective. And I think it doesn't actually change the intention of the person. You know, if they actually intend for a relationship, then they intend for a relationship no matter whether you meet them in the grocery store, on the apps. If they have good intentions, then they have good intentions. So again, another reason your profile is trash. Who are all of those people in your profile? Your profile pic has 6 other men in there. Which one in the picture is you? Because I don't know. The woman that's looking at your page certainly doesn't know. Which one on there is you? Well, you might say, well, if she scrolls down to a few other of my photos, then she will see which one on there was me. Okay, well, maybe she went ahead and swiped left because she couldn't actually go ahead and pick out who it was that she was looking at. So now you've missed that dater. You've missed that woman because she doesn't actually want to try to figure out who you are in your profile. But let's say you do have single photos of just yourself. After that major group photo that you have in the bottom, you actually do have some photos where it's just you. Okay, well, now maybe you weren't the guy in the group that she thought was attractive. Now she saw your friend who was actually kind of muscular and good looking and actually, you know, keeps up with his appearance. Now you're the ugly friend. Now maybe she's swiping a little bit more to see if your friend is actually on the app as well, because you've taken a side-by-side photo with your more fit, clean-shaven, well-dressed friend, and now you look like the ugly friend. because you have 6 guys in your photo to stand beside and allow this woman to compare you in a lineup of other guys. And it's your profile that you did it on. What are you guys thinking about? So now she's interested in your friend. What's another thing you're doing on your dating app, your profile? You're maybe not putting anything in there about yourself at all. You're actually not showing your personality. You're not being witty. You're not being showing some of your interest. What's another thing you guys are doing on the app? You're saying you don't know what you're looking for. Is that true? You don't know what you're looking for, or you know that you would like to find a connection, or you know that you are looking for a hookup. You know that you are, say just looking for somebody to pass the time with. So then when you meet somebody who's not on the same page, well, I mean, you didn't actually put in your bio what it was that you were looking for. I think you should know what it is that you're on there for. It should not just be that, hey, maybe I'm goofing around. I guess depending on the app. Now, if the app is, say, the notorious Tinder, then, I think the majority of people are on there goofing around. So the setting matters. But platforms such as, say, Hinge, Match, Bumble, those are typically for more intentional daters. So when you have on your profile, don't know what I'm looking for, maybe you have missed an intentional woman then too, because she knows what she's looking for and it's concerning to her that you don't. And now she's wondering if you're on there for sex. So if you actually know that you are, say for instance, on this channel, on Rom's channel, on any of these channels, you would actually want to meet someone of substance, say that you put it on there that you're looking for a relationship, and actually put it in the bio that you would like to find something substantial. Don't worry about looking weak to her or to other men, because A, if you are heterosexual, then there are no men that are seeing your profile. It's only women. And B, if she sees you as, say for instance, a sap or soft, or any of those other fears that you guys tend to have about women's perspective, then you automatically know that she was not for you anyway, because you're actually looking for the woman that finds those intentions attractive. So those are a few tips on your profile. Oh, if you can link your page to your social media. Why? Well, the more information that she can actually see about you that she can't in that limited profile, the more attractive that you are. Maybe it shows some of your interest on your social media. Maybe there are some better angles in photos because, let's face it, many guys aren't photogenic, and that's okay. That's not y'all's strongest suit. But maybe you have some better photos. Maybe y'all have some common interest, because you are limited of what you can post on your profile. But there's an unlimited amount of pictures that you can put on your, say for instance, your Instagram. I think Bumble allows you to link your Instagram. So link it to your Instagram. Link it to your Spotify. Maybe y'all have some similar music interests. These are additional tools that you can pull out to find common interests. You want to pull out all of the possible things that can make you attractive to this woman that has now swiped on your page. Another thing you guys are doing, don't be cheap. Pay for the subscription. Why? Because what you're doing is you're waiting, for instance, on her to find you, swipe up on you, see your message. Whereas if you have paid for a subscription, let's use Bumble for an example, because I, for the most part, have heard that one still has a good reputation. And even Hinge, I hear good things about. You want to skip through the line as much as possible. You want to take the initiative. You don't want to waste time, especially when it comes to getting burned out. You want to go ahead and be able to make the communication and schedule an outing. Oh, here we go. I know you don't want to look like a creep. However, if the woman is intentional, after about 2 and 3 messages on the app, ask, are you open to phone calls, FaceTime, and scheduling a time to meet? Phone calls, why? Because you cannot really fill out the person via text. Things get lost in translation. Text is impersonal and it's just no bueno, okay? FaceTime, why? Because you want to know that this is a real person. You want to actually know that it wasn't some angles that you fell in love with and that she is as fine on FaceTime as she is in that picture. And so you're not wasting some time, energy, emotion, or money before you actually go out because you're going to FaceTime. And then schedule a date. Why? Don't worry about whether or not she's talking to other men, because let's be clear, you men are likely talking to other women too. You're not just seeing one woman, and you're not clearing out your arsenal of other women in your phone just because you've now matched on one woman. Only worry about the interaction that you are having. And I know you might say, well, but I'm taking her out. I don't want to be the one that's spending money on her and she's talking to somebody else. You cannot control that. You can't control that. You can ask. You can even make a comment about, hey, I don't like women that talk to other men while dating. And she can agree not to, but you still can't control that. So it's really pointless to even bring up. All you can do is give the experience that you can. Go on dates that you, say, for instance, schedule with me. If you go on RomeoRoadmap.com, we can put an itinerary of some affordable date options together so that you are not breaking the bank and you're able to take out more than one woman, say, for instance, a week without plunging into your savings, and explore your options that way. But you cannot control whether or not she's seeing more than one guy, and nor can you worry about that in advance. However, as the relationship is continuing to progress, and you know that this is something substantial, pull the trigger. Why are you twiddling your fingers? We see the cesspool out here. We know that the grass is not suddenly greener. If you feel like this is a connection, you feel like, there's ready time for intimacy, you feel that this is going to be something substantial, go ahead and pull the trigger, ask for monogamy versus trying to string her along. Because if she is a catch that's got you still coming back, then what are you waiting on? Go ahead and be serious, be intentional. So those are a couple of things I want you guys to change on your profile, because you are missing out on some eligible ladies with the negativity, with the underselling of your profile, and with the excessive amount of pictures of, say, your mom, your sister, and your several friends, all of these people that she has to see and wonder if, hey, is that his girlfriend? Is he in a polyamorous relationship? Is that the wife and they're sharing? Is that his mom? Is that the baby? Is that his child? Does he have children? You're opening up way too many questions because you're doing too much on your profile. Put the best angles of you. Put a casual photo. If you can, put a nice collar shirt and dress pants so she know that you can clean up well photo as well. It doesn't have to be a professional one. Put on your church clothes or something and go take a nice photo somewhere with a nice background. You could be at the park. You could be at the, store. You could be at a men's clothing store. Go to a men's clothing store, try something on and take a picture in the fitting room. Just put something on that looks nice to show that you are versatile. Okay? So let's spruce up you guys' profile so we can get you some eligible ladies. Thank you guys for talking to me again. Talk to y'all later.